Wendy Williams just slammed the judge in her conservatorship case, accusing them of trying to ruin her career. And it looks like things are about to get even messier. Wendy has been fighting her conservatorship for a while now, and it's clear that neither she nor the judge are willing to back down. Fans are starting to believe that there's way more going on behind the scenes than we know. Rumors are flying that Wendy is being silenced and that there might be a bigger conspiracy at play. This situation is quickly turning into a full-blown disaster. Let's break it all down. Wendy has been battling this conservatorship since 2022. It all started when Wells Fargo froze her accounts, claiming she was incapacitated and unable to manage her own finances. The bank requested a New York Supreme Court hearing to determine whether Wendy needed a guardianship due to her health issues. Wendy immediately pushed back, disputing the allegations and accusing both her former manager and a Wells Fargo financial advisor of inappropriate behavior. Despite her efforts, a judge sided with the bank and appointed a temporary financial guardian, Sabrina Marisi, to oversee her finances. Since then, Wendy and her family have accused Sabrina of misconduct. One of Wendy's close friends even claimed that Sabrina was mistreating her. Ironically, her ex-husband Kevin Hunter was one of the first to raise the alarm about suspicious activity with her bank. In an interview, Kevin said, "As Wendy's husband for over 20 years and the creator of The Wendy Williams Show, I was entitled to my fair share when we divorced. It was one of the fastest celebrity divorces ever, and we settled everything peacefully. Or so I thought. I had a gut feeling that Wendy's Wells Fargo advisor was doing something shady, but my lawyers told me not to worry. Then when Wendy went into rehab, my payments just stopped. I'm now demanding full access to the bank records. These people have tried to starve me out. I earned that money, and I'm not letting them take it. It breaks my heart to see what's happening to Wendy. I know she's not in a good place, and the people around her are taking advantage of her, especially this so-called guardianship." Now, Kevin has a sketchy past when it comes to Wendy, so people initially thought he was just trying to get a cut of her money again. It didn't help that Wendy's health was declining, both mentally and physically. After months of silence, her team revealed in 2023 that she had been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia, conditions that severely affect communication, behavior, and cognitive function. Her friend Regina Shell has also spoken out, saying the conservatorship is worse than what Britney Spears went through, because Wendy's not even being controlled by her family. At least Britney's dad was in charge. In Wendy's case, it's a total stranger, Regina said. When I stayed with her during the summer, we were in contact with Sabrina, but then she just vanished. Wendy was barely eating. She'd order food at 7:30 a.m., and breakfast wouldn't show up until 11:30. I had to send her meals from LA to New York because she had no access to money. Wendy's sister, Wanda Finney, also claimed that the guardian deliberately isolated Wendy from her loved ones. She was doing better when she was in Florida. She had a full care team, doctors, nurses, family. But once this guardian stepped in, everything changed. We just want her to be healthy. This isn't even about the money anymore. Wendy's son, Kevin Jr., also believes the guardian has failed her.
Guardian has not done a good job of protecting my mom.
My life. My life.
Right now, she's weak and vulnerable, and she needs to be around people who aren't going to take advantage of that.
I have no friends.
She's vulnerable and weak right now, and she needs to be around people who won't exploit that. What's even more concerning is how little the public knows about this conservatorship. There seems to be some kind of gag order in place, and recently, things hit a new low during another court hearing. According to TMZ, the judge told Wendy that she had no hope of reviving her career. She also accused Wendy's niece, Alex Finney, of leaking information to the media and threatened her with sanctions. This is suspicious because Alex has been very vocal about the harsh conditions Wendy has been subjected to. She previously said that Wendy has to call her family using blocked numbers and that they can't reach her directly. We missed birthdays, holidays, illnesses. When my grandfather was hospitalized, we had no way to let Wendy know. It's heartbreaking. To make matters worse, the judge reportedly doubled down, saying, "Wendy had a great career, but it's over. She will never have a career again. It's done." Sources say Wendy was devastated by the remark.
Hearing, this judge first basically said Wendy's family was terrible, and then looks at Wendy and says, "You know, you had a great career. Your career is over. It is never coming back. You're done." Why would a judge say that?
And what is the relevance to what they're actually there for? It just seemed mean-spirited.
Totally.
The way it was relayed to us, because
and by the way,
wasn't really necessary for the conversation that was going on.
And fans are asking, what qualifications does this judge have to declare someone's entertainment career over? People are furious, with one fan saying, "This feels personal. That judge needs to be removed ASAP." Another commented, "A white woman telling a black woman who's iconic in black culture that her career is over. That's crazy." At this point, fans are convinced there's a bigger agenda at play. And the question remains, why are so many people trying to keep Wendy down?